think we're back. So I've had to apologize for a lot of things in my life. One thing I will never apologize for is printing out the words to these songs. This song, so I have to read it. I took an old song that kind of reminded me about the world right now and reimagined it a little bit. That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an aeroplane, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Eye of the hurricane, listen to yourself, churn world, serves its own needs, dummy serve your own needs, feed it off an ox, beat, grunt, no strength, leaders start to clatter with the fear, fight down, hide wire, and a fire representing 7 games, and a government for hire, and a combat site, left wasn't coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team by team reporters baffled, trumped, tethered, cropped, look at that low flying fine, then overflow, population, common food, but it'll do, save yourself, serve yourself, world serves its own needs, listen to your heart bleed, dumb it with the rapture and the reverend and the right, you vitriolic, patriotic slam by, bright light feeling, pretty sight, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm not gonna lie. Six o'clock TV hour, don't get caught in foreign towers, slash and burn, return, listen to yourself, turn, lock me in, uniforming, book, burning, bloodletting, every motor escalate, automotive, incinerate, light a candle, light a photo, step down, watch your heel crush, this means no fear, cavalier, renegade, steer clear, a tournament of lies, offer me solutions, offer me alternatives, and I decline, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm not gonna lie. The other night I dreamt of nights, continental, drifted by mountain sill in a line, Leonard Bernstein, Leonette, Brevnet, Lenny Bruce, and lecture bank, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom, you symbiotic, patriotic, slam up night, right, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I don't feel fine. And I don't feel fine, and I don't feel fine, and I don't feel fine. So that's that. In honor of that, this one's dedicated to anybody that would like to just fly away. But from what I hear, don't try to do it in the airport right now. You might want yourself a rocket ship instead. SpaceX right in our backyard. Maybe they can do it for us. Ground control to Major Tom. I said we saved some fun stuff from the second set. This is the Adult Crowd Hour. There's a song that used to play a lot on the AM radio back in the 1970s. I've been worked by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk and dirty, but don't you know that I'm still willing? Out on the road early one night, I swear I seen my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Alice, Alice. Been from Tucson to I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven on the back road so I wouldn't get away. And if you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, I will be willing. I've been kicked by the wind, I've been robbed by the sleet. I had my head stove in, but I'm still on my feet, and I'm still in a whole lot of trouble. Smuggled some smokes and folks from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. I've been from Tucson white sand wine, and you show me a sign, I will be willing, willing, I like character songs. That doesn't necessarily mean songs about folks with character. More like songs about characters, right? Songs that you can just feel, you know, from time. They tell a story, but they don't tell the whole story. You kind of got to piece it together. That's what I think I like about them. So I'm going to do a few of those. Lived on a curve in the road in an old tar paper shack on the south side of the town, on the wrong side of the tracks. Sometimes on the way into town we say, Mama, can we stop and give her a ride? And sometimes we did, but her hands flew from her side. Wild-eyed, store with a sign tagged to the side. Said no L-O-I-T-R-I-N-G-A loud. Underneath that sign always congregated quite the crowd. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it round. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it round. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A round. Last night the thunder crashed. Mercy backed inside a window sill. Dreamed I was flying high above the trees, over the field, looking down into the house of Mary. Bare on newspaper covered walls, Mary rising up above it all. Next morning when I drove into town, I saw some skid marks. I followed them around, over the curb, through the field, to the trees, and down into the house of Mary. That what you hear the most when you halfway. That what you hear the most when you halfway. That what you hear the most when you halfway. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it round. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it round. Take a bottle, drink it down, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A, pass it A round. Take a bottle, drink it down. So this one's a character song, but it might actually tell you a lot of the story. Well, I come from down in the valley, where mister, when you're young, bring you up to do like your daddy done. Me and Mary, we met in high school when she was just 17. We'd ride down to the valley where the fields turn green. We'd go down to the river, and into the river we'd dive. Oh, down to the river we would ride. Then I got Mary pregnant. Man, that was all she wrote. For my 19th birthday, I got a union card and a wedding coat. Johnstown Company. Lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy. All those things that seemed important, well, mister, they vanished right into the earth. I just act like I don't remember, and Mary acts like she don't care. But I remember us riding in my brother's car, her body tan and wet down at the reservoir. Nights I'd lie awake on those things and pull up close just to feel the breath you take. Now the memories come back to haunt me. They haunt me like a curse. Is a dream a lie if it don't come true? Or is it something worse that sends me down to the river? Though I know the river is dry, oh, down to the river I drive. Oh, down to the river, my baby and I, we go. Down to the river we would ride. Here's a song about family bonds. It's a song about a couple of characters. My name is Joe Roberts. I work for the state. I'm a sergeant down in Perrinville, barracks number 8. I always done an honest job, as honest as I could. I got a brother named Frankie, and Frankie ain't no good. Now ever since we've been young kids, it's always been the same going down. I get a call on my short wave, Frank's in trouble downtown. Now if he was any other man, I'd put him straight away. But sometimes when it's your own brother, you look the other way. And me and Frankie were laughing and drinking. Nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria while the band played Night of the Johnstown Flood. I catch him when he's straying, like any brother would. Man turns his back on his family, well, he just ain't no good. Well, Frankie went in the army back in 1965. I got a farm with farming settling down. Took Maria as my wife, but wheat prices kept on dropping till it's like we was getting robbed. Frankie came home in '68, and me, I took this job. And me and Frankie were laughing and drinking. Nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria while the band played Night of the Johnstown There's trouble out on Roadhouse, out on the Michigan line. There's a kid lying on the floor, bleeding hard from his head. A girl in a building crying, her nail was framed, they said. Well, I went out, jumped in my car, and I hit them lights. I must have done 110 through Michigan County that night. And then there at those crossroads, just past Willow's Bank, in a Buick with Ohio plates behind the wheel was framed. I chased them through those county roads till the sign said, Canadian border, 5 miles from here. I pulled over to the side of the road and watched them taillights disappear. And me and Frankie were laughing and drinking. Nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Rio while the band played Night of the Johnstown Flood. I'd catch him when he's straying, like any brother would. Man turns his back on his family, well, he just ain't no good. Okay, I got one more sad one for you. This one's about the character of a town. The character of a town that thought they were living the American dream, and then it went wrong. Here in Northeast Ohio, back in 1803, James and Danny Heaton found the oil that was lining Yellow Creek. They built this blast furnace here along the shore, and they made the cannonballs that helped the Union win that war. Here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my daddy worked the furnaces, kept them hotter than hell. I come home from Nam, I work my way to Starford, chopping secret devil as well. Taconite, coke, and limestone, and then my children and me, my babe. And the smokestacks reaching like the arms of God into a beautiful sky of sudden flame. Here in Youngstown, here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my daddy come on the Ohio works when he come home from World War II. Now that yard is just scrap and rubble, but he said the big boys did what Hitler couldn't do. Well, these mills they built the tanks and bombs, won this country's wars. We gave our sons to Korea and Vietnam. Now we're wondering what they were fighting My sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Dear darling in Youngstown. From the Monongahela Valley to the Mesabi Iron Range to the coal mines of Appalachia, the story's always been the same. 700 tons of metal a day. Now, sir, you tell me that's world's change. Once I made you rich enough to forget my name. And Youngstown. My sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down. Dear darling in Youngstown. Now when I die, I don't want no part of heaven. I would not do heaven's work well. I pray the devil comes and takes me to stand in the fiery furnaces of hell. I think I got a couple of more for you tonight. This is a companion song that I tell myself I always have to play because, well, we left somebody stranded in outer space. That's been in such an early song. Heard a rumor from ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. Got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. Loved all I needed to love, sordid details fall away. Screeching of silence is killing there. Thank you. Well, thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for spending some time at SoulFood. Thanks for listening. And if you're just part of the ambiance, thanks for taking it all in. So after bringing you all down all night, I got to leave you off on a positive note, right? This is a song to remind us that, we're all on this big blue planet together, for better or for worse. And we all got our different reasons. We all got our different viewpoints. But I hope most of us are trying to get to that place of love and peace, right? So understanding that we're all imperfect, but trying to get there, and maybe we can help each other along. Get your ticket and your suitcase. Thunder's rolling down that track. When you don't know where you're going, you just know you won't be back. Well, darling, if you're weary, lay your head upon my chest. We'll take what we can carry, and we'll leave the rest. Big wheels roll through fields where sunlight streams. Meet me in a land of hope and dreams. Well, I will provide for you, and I'll be by your side. You'll need a good companion now for this part of the ride. Leave behind your fears, your sorrows. Let this day be the last. Tomorrow there'll be sunshine, and all this darkness past. Big wheels roll through fields where sunlight streams. Meet me in that land of hope and dreams. This train carries saints and sinners in this train. Carries losers and winners in this train. Carries whores and gamblers in this train. Carries lost souls on this train. Your dreams will not be thwarted on this train. Faith will be rewarded on this train. Hear the steel wheels singing on this train. Bells of freedom ringing. Oh, now this train carries saints and sinners in this train. Carries losers and winners in this train. Carries whores and gamblers in this train. Carries lost souls on this train. They'll be broken hearted on this train. These sweet souls soon departed on this train. There'll be fools and kings all on board of this train. Dreams will not be thwarted on this train. Your faith will be rewarded on this train. Hear the steel wheels singing on this train. Bells of freedom ringing. All on board, all on board, all on board this train. you. We'll see you soon.